Hello, happy Saturday. Hello. I'm using this mic again, guys. So you know what this means. This means that I have to do this live stream before the 2 hours because this runs out of battery. So I will have to speed up. My hair looks so messy because I just wash it, let it dry just like this. So it gets big. I do have a lot of hair. Yes, yes, of course, it's not. Also, I also have, like, some of them are going to be going, some readings are going to be going to a channel. And also, I don't have the restrictions, guys, of the chat. So if there's some moderator around, I would appreciate the moderation because I'm having problems with my laptop, so I cannot log in. So I couldn't put the setup. NCT Dream is for the channel. It's not up yet. Next week. Some groups I haven't chosen already because I do have them for the channel. Today I'm going to upload the TXT reading because I have it recorded already. I just have to upload it. So TXT is going to be today. Then next week probably I'm going to do 80s and NCT Dream. I was thinking, I don't know, maybe if some of you are Dreamies, if you're NCT Dream fans, I was thinking that if you guys are okay with it, if in that same video I can add NCT Wish. I can do like NCT Dream, and then I'm going to continue with NCT Wish. If you guys are okay with it, or if you just want NCT Dream to have a video and NCT Wish separated, because that's the only time that I can actually do a video for them, because otherwise I will have to do it on a live stream because I don't have time to do for all the units. I don't have the time. I wish I could, but you know, I just want to make the most of the time. Jenny Kim has joined the chat. I'm honored. Oh my. Could you imagine if it's the real Jenny? Can you imagine? You know, we were making fun here and actually it's the real Jenny. I don't think that Jenny would understand my broken English because honestly, my English is not that good. So I don't know if she would understand. Also for Jenny and the other Capricorn soloist or artist, K-pop artist, you know how it's going to go. We are about to enter Capricorn season, so I'm going to be reading for them. So don't ask for Jenny because it's not yet Capricorn season. Once I release Capricorn season, then I'm going to read for all the Capricorn idols. Also, for those that don't know, I do have a community post, and in there I try to ask before time. I try to ask for recommendations for the live streams. So whatever I read for the live streams, it has already been selected. I don't take readings for comments. So yes, I do have my list here. Who knows? Also, this is the last Sagittarius day. Then we enter Capricorn. Oh my God, my season. I'm about to turn 40, guys. Oh my. I don't know what that means. For me, is a number. I don't pay attention. Okay, I will tell you who I have on my list for today. For the 2025 readings, I have Xikers, Sserafim, the actress Kim Hyeyoon, Hyeri, Ji Jang-wook, ITZY, TheBoyz, Boy Next Door, GOT7, Treasure, and Twice. Those are the groups and people I'm going to be reading on today. Yes, I mean, I will try. It's going to be general. I'm going to try to see what comes out. I have the Tarot Vintage, and then I have this one. These two I'm going to be using. Okay, I'm going to start the readings, guys. I'm going to start with Xikers, with the group Xikers. Let's see for 2025. Okay, for Psyker. For 2025, we start with the Ace of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. We have the Two of Cups in the middle. We have the Devil, and we have the Hermit. And from the other deck, we have the card of Seven of Wands. Choose your battles. So, I mean, I think that the first half of 2025, there's going to be like probably a comeback. There's going to be a very passionate new beginning for them. Maybe a very successful comeback that is going to help them establish themselves, to sort of show their talents a bit more, or maybe being recognized individually. And when I say individually, I think that it's really hard for this group to be individualized. I don't know if that's the correct word. I think that they do have a lot of potential. They do have a lot of charisma. There's everything is there. The energy, everything. It's just that they rely so much, not them, but I think that probably they are being advised to do collaborations, to collab with other people, maybe to collab with other groups. Definitely they are trying to establish connections, and in 2025 they're going to still, try to connect maybe a bit more with the fans, to attract more fans, to also probably to strengthen their bond, their dynamic also as a group, because the talent is there. It's just that I think that for them to establish themselves is really weird, the strategy that they have, not the group. I think that is the strategy that is being set for them. That it's all about association, who you know. I don't know, maybe doing TikTok challenges with other groups, or doing collaboration with other groups, mentioning other groups. Probably this is the reason why for them to stand alone, in their own individuality as a group is really hard, because it seems like they're always being compared with someone else, and they're always next to others. It's like they're still not being able to show up, just, make a name for themselves. When you are like, oh yeah, this group, yeah, and that's it. You don't associate them with someone else. I think that there is still very early in their career. Maybe in 2025, they are going to rely also a bit on collaborations, or, on sort of like having a lot of different moments with other people, even singing other people's songs or dancing to other people's choreos. I don't know. it seems like they're trying to find, I mean, the identity, they do have it, the talent, they do have it. It's just that I think that it's very early for them to launch themselves without any extra support, I would say. It's not about support. I think that maybe there's another groups that help them promote better. So yeah, but they do need to show themselves a bit more. If they're going to have a comeback, it's going to do very well. It's going to do very well. It's going to be very exciting. I can see it, very energetic. But then again, they go back to the same strategy. And when I say they, like I mentioned, I don't mean the group. This is not the group's ideas. This is probably the management. This is not the group's idea. The groups would like to separate themselves a bit more, or maybe to talk more about themselves instead of mentioning other people. But maybe the company is not that sure about it. They're like, no, you guys still, you know, you need to be more recognized. So, because I do have the devil and the hermit. So even though I don't see a hiatus, I do see there's certain strategies that they are not going to be able to let go of in 2025. They are still going to be attached to other people, like I mentioned. You know, collaborations can be actually beneficial for a lot of groups, you know, because it's a way to promote yourself. But I think that when it's being used a lot or very frequently, people sometimes forget about you. They just remember you as the group that is close to this group, you know, and it's really hard to separate yourself from that, from people identifying you as that. And I think that the devil definitely shows this, that this is like a huge challenge for them for 2025, that I think that, you know, they're going to have to stop a bit and reflect a bit about, you know, how they want to address this. Or maybe if there's like higher ups, how to convince the higher ups, or of like, you know, like, can you give us another style? Can you give us a different schedule? Can you promote us more? Can you give us our own show? I don't know, something like this. But I think that it's going to be difficult to separate themselves yet. They're going to be very much attached and entangled with other groups. It's like people still, I would even say that people still have a hard time differentiating them from other groups. And honestly, when I see this, I can see that this is not just them, Xikers. I think that probably there's a lot of new groups, boy groups, that they're going through the same. That people, except the fans, of course, if you are a fan, you know your group. But probably the rest of the audience or of people, they don't know how to differentiate the new groups. They confuse them. It's like, oh, I think that group is that one, right? Or maybe they see a face and they are like, oh, it must be the group because that guy is in there. But it's like, we still don't know what differentiates them from the rest. We think that they are all the same, or that they are a group that, no, we got it wrong. And we don't even bother to look and be like, I should check who are these people, you know. And I think that this is what's going on in probably in 2025. Also, the audience is a bit stuck and they don't want to get to know new groups. There's something about them not wanting, the audience being a bit like, yeah, I don't want to know about this group. Like, I'm confused about who these people are, and I don't have the willpower to go and look for more information or watch their videos or just Google them. It's like people are feeling very lazy and isolated. And probably the fans, if the fandom also feels like very reserved. Like, I don't tell people I like this group, or I don't share with people about the group, these new groups, that this group that I stand or this group that I like. You know, there's something about a bit of egotism, you know, like, no, this is the group that I like. I'm not like the others, you know, something like this, something like, oh, this is mine. This is my personal hobby. I'm not talking about this with other people because you wouldn't understand. So definitely they should come out with better strategy to promote them, because I see them just very much mixed with other groups. But the talent is there and the possibility to shine and to stand up is there. They have potential. With the Nine of Pentacles, this year is going to also start very productively and very energetic for them. But they do have to, you know, work on separating themselves from others and also maybe strengthening their bonds with the fans and potential fans, because there's something in there that is a bit lacking. And with the Seven of Wands, choose your battles. Yeah, I think that could it be that they also have, like, I don't think that they have, but are they in competition on a very, you know, hard competition with other groups that maybe people know of this? Because the Seven of Wands, it gives me that they also are on the defensive about this. They are very much on the defensive. This year, it feels like, you know, we also want to separate ourselves from other people, but we cannot. Every time we try, people will think that we are rude or that we are not considerate or that we are not appreciating the opportunity or that we are not being thankful enough. So, you know, with the Seven of Wands, I think that they also feel the pressure, or they feel, you know, the attachment, I would say. Like, it's a very strange feeling of you not being able to move on from you being compared to others or associated with others. It feels suffocating, really. But it's like they are like, we cannot. They feel defensive. They feel defensive, but there could also be drama with other groups of their same generation. Because when I see them, I see that there's other groups of their same generation or that debuted very closely to them, that they feel the same. Or they are fighting the same battle. I don't know. Are they fighting each other for some reason? Are they competing? Maybe they could be competing. But I think that in this exercise of let's show our talents, or let's show off, or let's take this opportunity so people can talk about us a bit more or see us a bit more, see our potential, I think that people are just very much like isolated from them. They don't want to get involved. You know, the audience is a bit like, you know, like the typical people that enter a store and they're like, you know, I don't want assistance. I'm just looking around. I'm not interested in buying. Like, don't talk to me. I think that the audience is a bit apprehensive as well. So with the Seven of Wands, I think that probably their communication with the fandoms or with potential fans is not going to be very smooth. And there could be an interaction with other groups of their same generation that maybe people will be like, oh, you know, that was rude. So yeah, guys, I don't know. Hello, guys. Yeah, this year also is going to be very slow, very slow. They got the Hermit, and remember that that 2025 is going to be the Hermit year. So probably a lot of reflection, a lot of like going inwards and studying, you know, reflecting about themselves and what they want to bring, the new challenges, you know, what they want to show, a lot of self-examination as well, because I see it very slow there. The year is going to start very actively, but then maybe through the months, it's going to get stuck at some point. But they're super nice, you know, because they have the Two of Cups in the middle. So definitely they want to expand or maybe get more people to like them or to meet them. They're eager to connect with people. But I don't know, I think that the audience is also saturated from boy groups. There's a lot of distrustfulness. And people confuse them. That's the vibe that I got. Like, I don't know who I'm watching. I know it's a new group, but I don't know who these people, I don't know how to differentiate them. Hey, Hope. Also, you know, guys, I'm using this mic, so you know that this runs out of battery pretty soon. So this is why I'm speeding up the readings, so I can do all of them. And before this mic shuts down. Okay, I'm going to continue with Les Sserafim. Les Sserafim from 2025. Let's see for the girls for 2025. It's looking good for Les Sserafim. It's looking good. It's looking good. Also, guys, if you guys are moderators, if you see something, you feel free to block, because I haven't been able to put, you know, the restrictions. So if you see something fishy or spamming, you know, you feel welcome to block it, because I'm having issues with my computer and I wasn't able to, you know, set it up for subscribers. Okay, for Les Sserafim, we start with the Seven of Cups, Temperance, Four of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, the Hangman. And then from the other deck, we have the Four of Swords, that the keyword is just breathe. Two fours. They got two fours. Oh my. I think I turned off a light. A light turns off. Well, guys, I'm sorry. I said Les Sserafim and all of a sudden, you know, all this happened. It's looking good for them. I like it. I like it. I like it. I think that honestly, I see success and celebration, definitely. But with the two fours, I think that the message is for them to probably slow down. It's like, breathe. You are okay. Breathe. They're going to feel much more stable in 2025. I see it. With the Seven of Cups and the Temperance, definitely, I think that the girls are slowly reaching a level of healing that probably they are still a bit confused as what, when you want to advance or you want to heal or you want to be better, but you don't know exactly, okay, what do we address? Like, what do we heal for first? It's about becoming aware of maybe what you feel that are your weaknesses, or that you feel like, I should start paying more attention to this. We should, as a group, start paying attention to this and work on this. I think that definitely there's a lot of things that they can observe and try to work to heal together, or try to bring more harmony. And I don't think that this is just about a member, because this is not, and I think that this is a kind of wisdom that they're going to gain in 2025, that this is not about like, oh yeah, it's because this member has this issue, we have to support the member. No, all of them have their things. The Seven of Cups is like, when you are looking at the other and being like, oh yeah, because oh yeah, she has issues, but you also have issues. Like, when you are part of a group, in a group dynamic, there's always, you are mirrors also of each other. So they need to keep looking within themselves, like, what can they do to improve their dynamic, which is okay. Their dynamic is okay, but probably is like looking beyond the science, or what you know already of the group, or what you know already of someone. Maybe a member was very honest and was very open, and she was like, oh, guys, I have this issue, can you help me out? Well, there's other members that, even though they look perfect, they also have their issues. And when I say issues, it's not a serious issues. It's more like maybe their attitude, or maybe there's something about them being in denial about how maybe their personalities or their change of behavior or mood. Sometimes it affects the group. So, and all of this exploration is so we can lift sort of the weight of putting all the responsibility on one group. On one group, on one member. This is about healing. This is about recovery. So I think that maybe it has to do with maybe even the audience always talking about the same member. But, actually, there's other members that also have flaws. And this is not about pointing out the flaws. It's just about, being more human. And as a group, you guys supporting each other and being honest and being like, I've been struggling too. I have my issues too. I want to change. I want to correct them. And this is going to bring them closer. To be able to raise your hand and be like, yeah, I also have bad days, or I also feel like sometimes I'm not doing my best, or that I'm not an easy person to deal with. It's all about bringing them closer, to make them more human, to make them more human. And it's about empathy also. It's about empathy. But definitely they are entering finally a stage of a lot of healing and humanization. First of all, like, I don't know if I'm expressing myself correctly with this word, but I think that with the temperance, it's like, you girls, you are just humans. You are not robots. We all have flaws. We all have them. And I cannot even imagine, being in a group and all the pressure and the exposure and the fame. But I think that the more honest and more transparent they become among themselves, their chemistry is going to get better and better and better and better. But it's about also removing the responsibility or the eyes on the same person all the time. It's about balancing. It's like, well, how many members does this group have? Well, each one of them can have a bad day or a flaw or something that they want to keep improving. It's not just one. There's other people. It's just that maybe there's other people that know how to cover it better than any specific one. But with the 4 of Wands in the middle, there's a lot of good things coming for the Seraphim in 2025. A lot of celebrations, a lot of hits, probably, you know, a very successful year, comeback. I don't know if they're going to have like concerts or very important performances. I see them shining so much. I see them shining so much, being recognized so much. And also, I think that their style, probably the music that they will continue to give, is going to be all about celebration, or maybe the type of music that you hear at parties or celebrations. So they're going to be very cool. They're going to keep having this very upbeat and uplifting melody. So it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Also, their dynamic is going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. The girls are getting closer and closer and closer, and they're healing. They are healing. Definitely. Being them is not easy. This is why when I saw the 7 of Cups, I'm like, yeah, all of them suffer at some point of the criticism, of, you know, a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure, and also a lot of espejisms. You know, when I see the 7 of Cups, I think that probably there's a lot of people accusing the girls of something that they're not. So the 7 of Cups is people projecting on them their worst, you know, their worst perceptions. It's like, oh, I see this member and I think that she is like this. And no, nothing at all. But the girls usually are very, very much like in vogue for this. I don't know if there's a lot of people that hate Les Sserafim just because of hating them. But the girls are trying to, with the Temperance, are trying to, you know, sort of let go of, you know, it's like, okay, let them think whatever. We have to keep working. Very successful. Also, the resources for them is going to be available. They're going to have the best of the best. They're going to have the best results. So yeah, it's a very successful year for them. But yeah, the last card is the Hangman. So I don't know about the Seraphim. I know that they are a very young group, but honestly, with all this success and all this, you know, and everything that I see here, I think that also slowing down a bit would be the best for their career and maybe for the girls as well. I don't see a hiatus. But with the Hangman, I think that maybe they need to let the girls have a break. Or I don't see them having this break or this, I wouldn't say break, it's a pause. But I don't see them having this like at the beginning of 2025. Probably it's going to be after the second half. But definitely there could be some delays, a mistake, something that comes from the outside to sort of put a pause on the girl's career. Maybe it doesn't have to do with them, because actually I see a lot of success for them, but there could be some interruptions. So, and I think that they should take it and just take the moment to stay away from the drama if there's drama, and just not get involved. Do not get involved. But there's something about this that I think that whatever happens, that is not about them, but probably it affects them. I don't know if maybe it could be something about the company and it affects them. With the Hangman, I think that also it talks about enlightenment and illumination. So even though maybe they can have a sort of break, or they will have to stop for a bit, they should be paying attention. Because the Hangman is like, you know, whatever is going on, even though you think that it has nothing to do with you, pay attention. Pay attention. In moments of crisis, pay attention to those around you. Pay attention to your environment, to how people treat you or how people react when there's drama, when there's chaos. Because only in there, you're going to see who is who. So for the girls, it's like, you know, girls, you're going to have a very productive year. It's going to be very successful. But if there's some interruptions, if there's something going on, you're going to be able to step aside, You know, I mean, like, okay, we will wait, but also pay attention, because with the hangman, there's information. They should pay attention to what is going on, because maybe now it's not affecting them, but at the end, everything is related. Everything is related. Because, you know, like the last card I have is the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords with the card of just breathe. Also, I see this card as the hiatus card, but, you know, in this deck it's not, it doesn't talk about the hiatus. But I think that it shows about that the girls need to just breathe. Whatever happens, that I think that it has nothing to do with them, but it can touch them somehow. If everyone is freaking out, you choose remain silent and do you. Go take a nap. You know, like you cannot go on hiatus, but you know, take this moment to go to sleep. Like go and read a book. Go outside, take a walk. Just like, you know, when there's drama around you, just don't take it. Don't take it personal, because it's not about the girls, but it's very close. And probably they already are living through this. You know, there's drama around them. And I think that probably what the cards are advising them is like, girls, if you are doing great, and if you are getting the recognition, if you're having fun, and if you're getting like very, you know, a very good treatment, and if you're happy, enjoy it. Don't let anyone steal that moment from you. Don't worry. Also, I don't see the girls worry, but you know, with the Four of Swords, it sort of lets me know that the girls need to remain in this symphony, or in this symphony of peace of mind. Whatever happens outside, you girls don't get affected by this. You stay focused on your own process, on your own path. But at the same time, pay attention. Pay attention. Because the hangman is a very uncomfortable situation. Yes, it is. It's a pause. Yes, it is. But it's also it's like an alarm. It's like something that is going on in the background that you're like, oh yeah, but this doesn't affect me. No, it doesn't. But observe. Whatever you are observing, or you are, you know, getting to know, or you are hearing, it can help you at some point, in some moments of your career. So, you know, pay attention. Don't be, you know, gossipy, but just, you know, pay attention to what is going on. Mm-hmm. I'm reading the comments. The other day that I pulled cards for winter was when I read for Jungwon and her about the rumors, and then I pull extra cards for winter. Hey, Natasha. But also, winter is a Capricorn, and there's going to be in Capricorn season. There's going to be Capricorn tarot reading for 2025 for the Capricorn idols. So wait for the Capricorn season that I'm going to read for some Capricorn idols. I don't remember if I did ESPA 2025, but I don't know if it's not in the channel. I don't know, maybe in a live stream, but I don't remember I read for ESPA yet. Because I don't know, I read for ESPA every 2 seconds, so I don't remember. But I'm just starting with the readings for the group, so I don't know. If it's not yet, it's because I haven't done it yet. But I don't know, I don't remember now. I do a lot of readings. My mind is not 100% always connected. I'm trying my best, but I don't have the time. I will get there eventually. Also, people need to also get accustomed to the idea of looking for the community posts, because I have my list already set. I asked the recommendations for this live stream, for Wednesday live streams. So it's all organized in that manner. I don't take recommendations from chats. I take them from the community post. Yeah, probably I will add some here. How is, or maybe you should ask for 0-base-1 instead of just San Hyeo, guys. I know he's your fave, but you know. I still haven't done the post, Bacano, because we are not yet in Capricorn season. So you have to look for the for community post that is in the community post. But I still haven't made it because we are not in Capricorn season yet. We are still, until today, we are in Sagittarius. So maybe next week, not next Saturday, because next Saturday I'm going to continue with some groups. Probably you will see ESPA in there if I haven't done it. I don't remember. Maybe it's in the channel. I don't remember now. Because I have to add more girl groups to the 2025 reading. Probably this next Saturday I'm going to continue. And the other Saturday I'm going to start with the Capricorn idols. So yeah, I know there's someone that asked me for GOT7's leader. We have Jenny, we have Winter, we have a lot of Capricorns. So yeah, guys, wait, we are still not in Capricorn. We are still not. And also I'm focusing on the end of the year reading that I want to, you know, do the 2025 readings. I'm doing my best. That's why subscribe to the channel, check out the readings that I'm going to be uploading. Check out the community post, and in there you leave the recommendations. Zero base one, because they're getting closer to the end of their contract. Okay, so I'm going to add them for next Saturday. Zero base one. Yeah, it's the end of the year. In your No, we are not in Capricorn season, Akira, yet. I know there's people that say that Capricorn season actually is today, the 21st, but I don't think so. I think that it starts at 20, the 22, or the 22nd. Thank you, Bacano, thank you. Yeah, I'm always learning about this. You know, reading for K-pop, I'm always learning. I usually just read for people, normal people, and I never read for celebrities nor groups, but I have been doing this for a while, so I guess some things had come true, some not, some we will never know. so yeah. But it's all a part of practicing, you know. There's a lot of talented also tarot readers here on YouTube. Not so many, but there's some. There's some. I checked and apparently we are in Cap season already. Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you, Yashoda. Yeah, it's just that tarot reading is great to learn the symbols and to learn how to look, how to observe the cards, but also you have to, there's certain things that I know or I sense that they are not in the cards. I just feel it. I don't know. I feel like I have to say it, even if the cards don't accompany what I'm interpreting. It's very personal. But I like it. I'm always learning. That's why I always ask the fans, you know, please guys, give me your feedback, because sometimes I don't know these people and I believe it's the best not to know that much. I enjoy very much when the fans are like, yeah, you know, this is like this, or no, this is not like this. So I'm like, okay, I learn. Okay. Okay, I'm going to continue, guys, because you know that this mic doesn't last that long. So, yeah. Let's go with the actors now. Okay. Actress Kim Hyeyoon for 2025. I like it. I like it for her. Very busy. Very busy. Working. Is she getting her another main role in a drama or maybe a movie, because she has the star card in the middle. So I'm like, she's going to be in the spotlight very much. This time, not so much. It's not going to be that much associated with her co-stars. It's more about her and her performance. So it's going, this is why she's working so hard. She's working so hard because she wants to give a great performance that can stand out. So you guys can like appreciate it and actually love it. You know, she's so committed. She's so hardworking. So hardworking. I like it. I like it for her. I like it because usually the past years that I have been reading for her, you know, the cards were a bit, you know, a bit challenging. So, you know, seeing all of this, I see that she's very practical. It's all effort. It's all work. She's so focused. She's so concentrated, and she's going to get the recognition. I see money as well. So this is good that she's getting paid, you know, probably what she deserves. So yes, for her, for the actress Kim Hyeyoon, that, you know, I usually know her from The Lovely Runner, the K-drama, but I know she has participated in others. It's just that I remember her from Lovely Runner. But yeah, Kim Hyeyoon. The Emperor, Eight of Pentacles, the Star, Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. And from the other deck, we have Ace of Wands, New Vitality. Yes, this year, 2025, is going to be full of vitality for her. All out work. All out work. She's already working, I see it. But yeah, it's like doing it over and over and over. It's like perfectioning a lot of things, learning another, like focusing on the details. She's doing so well. She's doing so well. And with the star card in the middle, she's going to shine. She's going to be the star. She's going to be the star. Definitely. Definitely. Also, I see her so, could it be that she's into directing as well? Does anyone know if she is like a sort of director? Or if she has studied to be a director? Because I see her very much involved in like a figure of authority. Maybe it's the role. Could it be also that she plays a very established role, maybe an authority figure? But I see it that she's such a perfectionist also in her roles, but probably in this one, she has much more room to get involved. I see her working with the director, like side by side, fixing certain things. And like her having the autonomy, the independence to do this. Like people really trust her vision. She has a lot of ownership also of her own talents because she is so, I think that her, besides being a star, there's something about her being able to see details, you know, being able to see even flaws, you know, like before other people. And this is one of the things that maybe she's really like good to work with, because if she sees something out of place or something that is not entirely correct, she will tell you. She will be like, you know, excuse me, I think that this is not okay. Can we fix this? Can we do this better? Can we do this, you know, in another? She's so intelligent. She's so intelligent. I think that, yeah, she loves being an actress, but she's much more than that. She has so much potential and she shines so much. It's just that it's not her time yet, but I think that she has a project of hers that she wants to show others, or she wants to produce something. It's just that, you know, first she has to get the spotlight. First she has to get very well established. She has to get the recognition. She has to be popular. Then once she reaches this popularity or this recognition, she can finally go and work on what she wants to work. She wants to be in control. She wants to be her own boss. And I see her achieving it at the end of 2025. Thanks to a success or thanks to maybe a work or project of hers doing very well in 2025. But she's not losing her focus. I think that being an actress is like, yeah, is my way to get into the industry or to get into the path of where I'm heading or where I want to be in the future, in a near future. And I also see her investing money in this. So could it be that she's also studying cinema or something like this, or maybe another kind of, I see her like working on her own talents. It's like, I want to be better and better and better and better. I want my vision to improve. She's so stable. She's so stable. And it's all about efforts in 2025. It's all about efforts. She's so well-centered. She's so well-focused. You are not going to move her from what she wants to achieve. It's like for her, it's not enough to be in the spotlight. It's like, okay, yeah, I understand, with the star in the middle. She's like, I understand. It's my destiny to be, an actress, to shine, to have this very, to dress well, to be pretty, to be adorable. She has all this charisma. But there's inside of her, there's also this need to produce something of hers. So I see her going there. I think that she has a project of hers. I don't know if she had written a script, an idea, something. I mean, I don't see swords. So I don't think that it's about writing a script or, a mental process. No, I think that it's more about creating something with your hands. So, but she's a queen. She's a queen. She's going to do so well. Whatever project she has is going to be a success, guys. Definitely. And this time is going to be all about her. Not so much about the men. It's going to be about her. And new vitality. See, she's creating something new. Something personal. Something that is hers. This is why she's entertained. I mean, she's busy because she's working on projects that are happening at the moment. But this new vitality comes from creating the pride of creating something that you're so passionate about. So yeah, it's coming, guys. It's coming. And about love and relationships, I don't see someone. I don't even see her co-stars because this year, 2025, is all for her, the spotlight. So yeah, don't ask me if she's dating this and this because I don't see romance. She's busy creating, more success for herself. Yeah, her fortune is turning. Yeah, finally. We were rooting for her. We were rooting for her. She's so hardworking. She's so creative, Yashoda. She's like really like I don't know how to say it in English, but I don't know if there's a saying in English, but we usually, when someone gets really involved in a process, we say it in Spanish, like you get your hair, you roll up your sleeves and you get your hands dirty, or you get your hands in the dirt, like you get involved, you put up yourselves. So I do see that energy in her. No one is going to stop her in 2025. Let's move on to another queen, Hyeri. 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 Let's see. 2025 for her. Oh, well, I got 6 cards. Ah, Hyeri. Hyeri. I know people know her as Hyeri, but yeah, someone said the name, the full name, Hyeri. But yeah, I'm talking about Hyeri. I remember, I think that the last time I read for her was with this whole scandal with her and her ex happened. Ah, Hyeri. she got us the queen, the first card for Hyeri. The Queen of Swords. She's so communicative. And she's still ready to cut some people. Like, she's so sharp. She's so sharp. She's not done talking. She's not done talking. She still has more tea. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. We have the 7 of Wands, 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. And from the other deck, we have the card of the Hierophant, Teach. Hyeri should become a teacher because she's so communicative. Like, the Queen of Swords here is like she's delivering, she's like, no one is going to tell my side of the story. I'm going to tell you how it goes. So I think that at the end, probably everything that has been going on in her personal life, and that probably is still affecting her, because I see her very reactionary. I see a lot of ones. So definitely it's like she wants to advance, and she will in 2025. She will be busy, she will be doing a lot of things. But honestly, her energy feels very accelerated. So there's a lot of progress, probably a lot of anger, still a lot of frustration, that from time to time it can come out as aggression. Even when you probably are talking with her about, something funny, but, the subject comes out. And she gets very, like, it feels like she takes it personal. And you notice how this is still affecting her. So she's still hurt. She's angry. I think that there's an anger, and there's also this need of, like, if you attack me, I'm going to attack you. Something like this. So because I can kind of see someone here still. So it sort of makes sense, her defensiveness. Because probably there's a person here that doesn't understand a no. And she's like so fed up already. So this is why I'm like, if this is the ex, it's still appearing in 2025. It's still appearing. Definitely, I feel sorry for the person, but, because it's not in his best energy neither. But I can sort of see why she's still angry, because it's like when you have a wound that is still fresh and it still hurts, and you have that person, still insisting, reminding you that you have that wound and it's very much open still, yeah. But from the cards that I do see here, I believe that, a change is going to come. It's probably a possibility for her to travel or to go somewhere else. Honestly, in the circle that she's still hanging out, or she's still, socializing, or she's still being part of a group, or she's still being part of a community, she probably needs to move, or she needs to take distance, because as long as she keeps in there, he will find her all the time. Or he will find ways to talk to her or to, send a message or something. But yeah, at the end with the Hierophant, I think that all of this is definitely showing her that she could even write a book about this. Like, I don't know, maybe about dating, about even having her own dating show, or talking about her experience, because she's so eager to talk that I wouldn't be surprised if, she could turn a business out of this, because she has mentor image and she has the ability to communicate, of course. So the cards are like, you can turn into a mentor, you can turn into a, I don't know, a spokesperson for people that went through something similar that you went through, and you can guide them or give them advice or just, give them a voice, I don't know, interviewing them. But she could start a business with this, a career even. Because I see that she's not willing to let it go just like this. We have her represented here as this powerful Queen of Swords. Is she an earth sign? She's an earth sign, right? Because I see her represented as this very powerful Queen of Swords. This is not the first time that I get a Queen of Swords for her. So definitely she's a tough lady. She's very honest. She's like, she tells you the way she sees it. And also she has a great memory. So there's no way you can treat her like you have no idea what you're talking about. You're lying. No, she's not lying. She has very clear vision. She knows what she saw. But maybe also this Queen of Swords probably could be someone that, you maybe are not the most reserved person. She probably is telling her business to a lot of people. And this is sort of becoming a bit like heavy already. Like people being a bit actually annoyed of her mentioning the same thing over and over, because we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So there's something about maybe people seeing her like, oh, you're still hurt, right? And she probably is like, no, but I'm not thinking about him. For me, he's dead. I don't know. But, there's this feeling of like, but you keep talking about this. So, you must care because you remember this and more. So even though maybe he's not around her, but his memory is. The Knight of Swords in reverse, it could be him also approaching her in a very erratic behavior. I don't know, maybe it could be him being, because he's represented as this Knight of Swords is in reverse. So definitely this could be like someone acting like a fool, acting very recklessly, him probably, I don't know, getting drunk and wanting to talk to her and insisting of I want to talk to you, I want to talk to you, I want us to talk, I want us to fix this, and her having to be like, the mature one and being like, get out, like, I don't want to see you. But yeah, I think that also with the Seven of Wands, she has to find better ways to defend herself or to protect herself from his energy or his, very insistent vibes of just him or his memory. I don't know, maybe it's his memory. But yeah, he could be acting a bit like a fool, a bit reckless, I would say. So, her also feeling at the beginning of 2025 that she has to defend herself. And this is also draining her as well, because when it comes to also new projects, I see that, first of all, she needs to find a new place. She needs to move. Because in this energy, she cannot focus on new things because she's like caught up in this situation. She's still angry, she's still affected, she is on the defensive. So in order for her to look in the future, plan better, and also see possibilities for her own future and success, she needs to take some moments apart, maybe to move. She needs to move. She needs to not just like, oh, I'm erasing the number, I'm blocking his messages, I think that is going to need more physical effort of her, really moving out or really going to live somewhere else, So yeah, and then once she does this, her vision is going to unblock, and she's going to be able to go back to work and go back to her social life without fearing like, oh, I may run into him. So finally she's going to be able to close the cycle about him. Because they probably are from the same cycle of friends, so one knows the other and the other one knows him. So it's all very crowded. This is why she's on the defensive, because she's like, I know I'm going to run into him again, or someone is going to talk to me about him and I don't like it. It's just that she probably, for her, she hasn't done this because she's like, I'm tough. Like, I can defend myself. Like, I'm a very tough woman. And she really is. But I think that her energy in 2025 feels very much on the defensive. And it feels like even though she says that she's over him, she's still resentful. But yeah, after this, there comes some teachings, there comes the possibility to talk about this or her own experience, to share this with others, to be an example for others, to be a teacher, to be a mentor, and I don't know, maybe even writing a book. Like I said, the possibilities are vast in here. I like it, but yeah. Her getting a dating show or something out of this would be the ultimate slap in the face for the other parties. Are air signs people who don't forget? No. I don't think air signs are people that don't forget. I think that for her it's like she has all the receipts. Because she has such a great memory. And also she knows how to communicate them well. So probably her talking about him, or just, reflecting about this and talking to her friends and even strangers, it's like she's so eloquent, and she's so good at talking about this that it seems like she's telling someone else's stories instead of like, this happened to you, this is not a story, this happened to you. So sometimes it depends on the placements, but some air sign people, the best way that they have to transmute, heartache or betrayal or just feeling sad, feeling the sorrow, is to talk about it. Over and over and over, and mention it over and over and over, and write it about it, and just, bringing it up in conversations. And people around them, they even make jokes about it. I know people that have made jokes about some very tragic things that have happened to them. And it's their ability to put it into words that sometimes it's like, but you're talking about this too much. Wouldn't it be better if you would connect, maybe in an intimate space, where you will not be judged, where there's confidentiality, and where you can express all of this. But don't turn it into a joke, into a tale. Oh, let me tell you a story of what happened to me and my ex. It's like, and also I think that air signs, sometimes they have the ability to make it sound so hilarious. Whenever they talk about something that happened to them, they make it sound so interesting and so hilarious that you actually get hooked. You're like, wow, yeah, this was hilarious. But then you realize after hearing it over and over, you're like, yeah, I'm noticing that this person is not over this, that they really are damaged by this. So maybe they need to find a better way to deal with this, because people tend to notice, the repetition, and they are like, wow, you really are not over this, right? Because you keep talking about it all the time. So it's like, can we move on of subject already? Yeah, see that there's a lot of people that also turn it into songs, that they create that turn it into art. There's some comedians that also turn it into jokes, but I think that for her it's more than that. It's more about material, like, oh, let me tell you a small story about what happened. No, for her it's like, it sounds like gossip. Like gossip. Do you want to know more? Because I can tell you, I have more information. I know more. And you're like, but we already talked about this. You told me the other day. And if someone new joins the conversation, that person is also going to know this. And I think that is dangerous, considering that she is a very public person. Sometimes the people that pretend to pay attention, they are not, they are not her friends. Maybe they are, not so good people. Yes, her pride must have been really hurt. Definitely. This is why she's so with, like the Queen of Swords. She's so much with her guards up, with the sword. She's like, you better do not come here, because I'm going to cut you. And also, he's so immature. If he is that Knight of Swords in reverse, he's so immature. This is why she gets like this. And also, Shakira is a moon in Cancer. So, that moon in Cancer people also, they don't let it go. The past, oh my. She's a tough woman. This is why I'm like, she can be a role model for others, a mentor for others. So if she would participate in a dating show, I feel that she wants to do something of this. She wants to do something creative also of this. So yeah, I hope she does. Yeah, but it's just that public breakups or public separations must be so awful, guys. If sometimes we go through this and we feel judged, or we feel like, we want to run away. Can you imagine someone that that is known by a lot of people? Like, and also strangers on the internet, just making assumptions about who's right, who's wrong. Oh no. But she's a tough woman, definitely. I like it because she's like, maybe she talks too much, but she's like, I will not let other people talk about my life or my story. This is my life. I'm going to tell it. Guys, let me know. Please, can you put, if my mic runs out of battery, can you please put the emoji of a red flag, please? So if I look at the screen or I look at here, I can see if I have to change it, please. So then I'm not left, talking without audio. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to continue with Ji Chang-wook, the actor Ji Chang-wook. Ji Chang-wook. It's good. It's a good year. It's just that I think that there's some energies that are a bit elusive about Ji Chang-wook, and maybe could it be his success that wasn't it a good year this year for him? Because we start with the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Seven of Swords, we have the Page of Wands, we have the King of Swords, and we have the Fool. So definitely the beginning of a new, like something new. But I don't know if he has something pendant, work pendant, or maybe he has to. I see him trying to get away from something, and I don't know what is it. And from the other deck, we have the card of the Three of Cups, share the love. So at the end, I see him, opening up to the people. But I don't know why I feel him so cold. Because he comes here as this King of Swords. So I'm like, why is your energy feeling so cold? Maybe it's his new character, a character that he's going to play that is going to be very cold, or demands of him being very cold or detached. Maybe a bit crazy also. But I think that there's something about a project of his that I don't know if it's a project that finished this year. And somehow I don't think he faced any controversy, but I think that he's running away from something. Not running away. There's something about him sort of waiting for a period to be over. I don't know if he was participating in a project and he wasn't that happy about it. There's something about his energy being like, thank God it's over. So I can do something else. Because this I didn't enjoy. This I didn't enjoy. It's like he cannot wait to turn pages, to be like, okay, let's move on to the next. Because this one I actually didn't enjoy that much. Actually, it was very heavy. Very heavy. He probably had to adapt a lot and he didn't like the environment. Or he didn't like the director or how he was directed. Maybe even, I'm not going to say that he didn't like his co-stars, but there's something about him not being that satisfied. He's like, this could have been addressed differently. Maybe he didn't like how his character was being portrayed or something like this. So there's something about him wanting to separate himself from that project. And he enters 2025 like this. Maybe he has a controversial role, or people calling out the project. I don't know. I see him just being like, I cannot wait for this to be over. Because there's one project in 2025 that I think that for him is like his baby. He's like, yes, this is for me. We have the Page of Wands in the middle. So it's about him reconnecting with his passion and starting all over in a new project. And he really sees the potential in this project. Could it be that he's going to be working as a warrior, a sort of period drama? Because I see a lot of action. And this is why I see him very cold, and I'm like, what is going on if he's a sweet guy? Why is he's so sweet? But I don't know, maybe he could be the bad guy. Maybe he's going to be the bad guy, or a lawyer or a judge or a leader of some kind. But yeah, I see him just being a bad boy, a bad guy. But very much like there's a lot of action, a lot of action. And he's a bit crazy also with the full, I see not him, his character sort of being a bit crazy. So he also been a bit of a psycho, I would say. But he's liking it. He's like, this is different. I like this. He probably likes these kind of roles that are more challenging and like more like my character does dirty work. I don't know why he said that, but yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but I think that also it has to do, because I put an extra card and I got the Four of Pentacles. I think that probably there's something also about him, you know, he's becoming much more selective of the things that, the projects that he takes. You know, there's something about him not wanting to waste time and resources of his. So I don't know what other roles he had in 2024, but it seemed like for him, it's like, you know, I had to leave my house. I have to leave the comfort of my home or the comfort of my everyday routine to participate in this. And I think that it wasn't worth it because no one valued my presence or my, I don't know, my role. I don't know. I think that he's not, it's like he wants a character, a breakthrough character, you know, a character that is going to be remembered. This is why I'm thinking, like, could this be that he's going to do like a sort of thriller, mystery, this very twisted story where he's the bad guy? But yeah, with the share the love, definitely I see him like he finally is going to get, you know, this role, and at the end he's going to go back to be the sweet guy that he is inside. But yeah, with share the love, I think that also there's something about him in 2025 going back to the fans or his community and opening up again emotionally. Maybe, you know, sharing much more of his experience. I don't know if in 2024 there was something about him being a bit isolated from the audience, or maybe just, you know, going to work and doing his part and then going back to his house and not living that much or not interacting with others or maybe not showing himself that much to the fans. But I see him that at the end of 2025, probably, or near the second half of 2025, once he gets, because he's looking for a role, that can, it's not about nominations or not even about money. I think that he wants to play a character that is like that character, you know, that or being part of that movie. Maybe he knows of a script or he knows of a movie that is supposed to be like, you know, like Oscars nomination value, you know. So he's like, I want that role. He's very much focused on that. He's like, I want that role. That role has to be mine. Ah, he said he wants to challenge himself by taking on different roles. He's got a lot of dramas coming. Oh, 4 or 5. Wow. Oh, this is why he's like, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to finish this so I can advance to the other. Ah, but yeah, I think that the crazy guy, um, the crazy characters are the ones for him. are definitely, he could win something very important, a very important recognition with a character or a role where he has to play a sort of psycho or a leader or I don't want to say like a judge or an attorney, because the King of Swords, it more give me like a very charismatic cult leader. I don't know, something like this. But he's on his way. He's on his way. But yeah, definitely with the Fool, I see that he doesn't want to do. He probably, there's something about him not wanting to go back to rom-coms. He not wanting to be, you know, the typical romantic. There's something about him like, I don't want to do that anymore. Ah, so it's that. I have to watch this. Revolver. He should play the weapon. But wow, the man is super busy. But that's the thing. See, like you mentioned that he is going to come out in 4 or 5 dramas. You know, with the Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Swords, there's this like instantaneous, like I come and I go. I enter and I go. And like something about like, let's move on fast. Let's end this so I can move on to, you know, there's something about him actually maybe not being that, or maybe what he has to do is not that long lasting, or his participation is not that long so he can move on to other things, but he's looking for that breakthrough role. He's looking for that. He wants that. He wants that. Charismatic community. Talking about JYP, let's go with ITZY for 2025. I mean, they're hanging in there. They're happy, but it takes a lot of work to be happy for ITZY. We have the Sun card, 10 of Wands, King of Swords in the middle, the World card, Queen of Swords. And from the other deck, we have the Two of Pentacles, fine balance. So yeah, the girls are doing okay. They're going to do okay in 2025. Probably they're going to get much more exposure. But honestly, it's still a lot of adjustments. You know, they will have to adjust. There's going to be moments of a lot of happiness and a lot of, like, they're not going to be in hiatus. They're not going to be hiding. You know, now no one is going to hide them. They're going to be very much on the spotlight, just having fun. But also, you know, this talks about a lot of effort to be able to keep showing up and keep, you know, bringing this energy to the audience. Probably this talks about the girls being tired, or, you know, and we know that Leah is back. So, you know, maybe there's also moments where you probably see Leah, you know, maybe just not being 100%, you know, her best. Maybe there's moments where she's a bit silent, or there's moments where you see that that she is, like she's really holding on very tight, or maybe she's exhausted, or, it feels like there's a lot of tension. Maybe she needs also a bit of a time off, not so much exposure, or maybe she gets tired easily. But definitely there's going to be much more of them being seen as a group. But there's a lot of hard work and a lot of willpower to make this happen, because honestly the girls are exhausted. The girls are exhausted, or they feel pressured. It's really tough. Being itzy. It's really tough. In the middle, I see a king of swords. So, this could be the CEO, if they have a CEO. But it could also show or represent, the energy that maybe they will have to show up. There's something about them having to become this, or having to look for this person's support. This could be a lawyer as well. This could be a lawyer. Someone that maybe, if there's some malicious comments online, someone being like, cut it, stop it, don't talk about the girls like this, or setting some boundaries maybe, or maybe stopping people's speculations. But it's just that I think that maybe the speculation is there because you see the girls trying their best with their charisma in 2025, trying to cover for any kind of defect or flaw. They're trying to cover it with a smile. Maybe, I don't know, the comeback, the quality of certain things of theirs. Maybe there's some flaws. There's some things that are like, maybe the fans are not that satisfied. And the girls are trying to, like when you're trying to stay positive and you're trying to, not look worried, and they're trying to lift up the mood of everyone's, so you don't notice that actually they are a bit exhausted, that this is not the first time that they have to, go through very awkward situations where maybe the audience notices certain irregularities, and the audience also demand of the, like they let the girls know, like, oh, we've seen you girls have this, and we think that you guys deserve better, or you deserve better things, or you deserve better than this, and the girls are like, we're doing our best with what we have. This is what we have. This is what they've given us. I'm sorry. We are sorry, and they are trying to keep up with the positive attitude, I would say. Try to even joke a bit about it, but they're a bit tired, yes. Yeah, but this could be the CEO. This could be someone of the company, trying to defend the group or defend themselves about the group, but I think that they need a change. The company needs a change. They definitely do need it. I can sort of see someone coming. I see the world and I see a queen of swords. So I wonder if this is like, this CEO sort of stepping down and a new female CEO coming in. Because they need a change of perspective. They need someone different, someone with better ideas, someone new. This could be one of the girls as well, coming up with new ideas or a new vision. But honestly, I think that this is more like a business person, not an idol. But yeah, because it's like this person's cycle with the girls is over. Because the girls are not very comfortable with him neither. So probably they need someone new, someone that can talk to them in a different tone, or maybe, give them better ideas or listen to them more. It needs a different management, definitely. 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 But change is coming. Change is coming. Just that maybe this person will put themselves in the spotlight, or they will try to release a statement about something about the girls, about maybe the fans being worried, and they've been like, are you overworking the girls? Something about this, and this person, releasing a statement or just saying something and actually ending his own career. I don't know. But yeah, these are moments of change. The Two of Pentacles for 2025 for ITZY, adaptability for ITZY once again, flexibility and adaptability. Change is coming, but it's going to be very early to be like, oh yeah, it's going to be a good change or it's going to be a bad change. It's unstable. They will have to find a way to adapt, like they always have. The girls are okay. The girls are okay. It's just that maybe the fans are not that happy. I see a lot of conversations, not rumors. This time, it's not the fans being like, "Oh, you're mistreated them." No, actually, the fans have the information. They know what they're talking about. So. Yes, looks like a lot of women are gaining some positions in this sun. Yes, definitely. There seems to be. Just that there's gotta be some very, I don't want to say old men in the CEO position, because it's not about being a certain age. I think that is their mentality that is very old. It's very updated, even though they can be very young, but have that very old mentality. Okay, I'm going to continue with the boys. For 2025. Good, good for the boys. Good. Everything brand new, but good. We start for the boys, King of Swords, the Fool, Judgment, Eight of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, and Ace of Pentacles, strengthening bonds. I love this for the boys. I love this for the boys. A brand new beginning for them, definitely. This King of Swords with the Fool, I definitely think that for the boys, finally a man is letting them go. I don't know if there was, a lawyer, or there was like someone from the other agency that didn't want to let them go. But I see that this person is sort of like, taking a distance and being like, okay, guys, there you go. Happy new beginning or happy new start. I don't know. But finally, they are. This person is letting them go. Is letting them start all over. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely with the judgment in the middle, I think that this is going to be a year of a lot of, this is a wake-up call, honestly. This is an opportunity for the boys to reevaluate their career path. There's possibility of improvement. There's possibility of them actually, getting better and better, and actually like having a more solid career. There's a lot. There could be a comeback. There could be news, promotions, like a lot of things. But honestly, before all of this, first they have to sort of, there's a man that has to let go of them first, that they have to, I don't know why I want to say like this man has to give them his blessing or something like this, but probably it's like a former boss or CEO, that this person is like, okay, guys, congratulations on your new chapter. I wish you the best, blah, blah, blah. We have the judgment. So honestly, I think that when it comes to resources and everything, there's good money. There's money here. There's possibilities. There's a lot of individual activities also for the boys, because I see the 9 of Pentacles in here. So more than a group comeback, I would say that they're going to push the guys' individuals activities. So you're going to see more of the members doing different things. So they will also give them the time to reevaluate their style. This is not about, the style of an MBA. I think that this is really a very important moment in their career. The guys know this already. There's certain things that they won't want to do anymore. There are certain things that they think that we already went through this with the old company. We don't want to go through this again. They also have to do a lot of research of the audience. What does the audience want, or what does the audience expect of them? I think that this is literally like the boys literally stop being boys and just turning into men in the industry. Probably, to being able to have a different name and being called the men instead of the boys. Actually, I know that there's people that are like, no, we don't want we want them to keep being the boys. But if they had changed to the guys, it would have represented very, very well this energy, the energy of the judgment. That is like, you need to be reborn, guys. You are in a different place. You are not the same boys that you were a few years back. You are not children anymore. You are not boys anymore. You are men. So in here, it's all about like, you have this chance to be reborn together, but it's going to be challenging, because the more maturity and life experience they gain, the more different they are. They've always been different. It's just that now that they are men, and now that they had their own specific experiences, there's some harsh truths about maybe their dynamic, maybe about, them being like, I don't want to work with this person. I don't like this person. How do we do this? Definitely they're very much committed to the group. But there's a lot of people in the group. There's a lot of people. So this is about like them stepping into this new journey with like these people, naked. Just let it out. Just say what you want to say about what you want from the group, from your members. Just like, let's not sugarcoat things. Like, let's talk like adults. Like, what do you want, guys, out of this new chapter? So there could be certain differences that is part of the process. It's going to be awkward. It's going to be awkward for them, because they are not the same people. They changed. Also, their ambitions had changed. Maybe there's some people that when they just started, they were like, yeah, we're fine. You know, whatever position you want to give me, I will do it. And now maybe that same person is like, no, you know, actually, I'm tired of doing that same concept. I want to do this. And maybe the rest of the group is like, no, but, you know, no, we don't want to give you that. You know, it's all about, you know, understanding that if they want to continue, they need to change. There's a lot of changes and a lot of harsh truths. This change is not just logistics. It's spiritual as well. And maybe there's some truths about some of the members that maybe some are like, you know, I'm feeling a certain way, or, you know, there's a lot of confrontation of their own shadows as well. Maybe people that used to be really happy, they aren't happy anymore, or they aren't that cheerful anymore. So there's a lot of discovery to do, you know, there's a lot of uncomfortable conversations that they have to have. It's like very intimate, very harsh, but it needs to be done. And once they do this, once they face themselves in this new chapter, this new identity, this new them, because even though if they can have the same name, but they're not the same people. They changed. They're not the same people. So I wonder, because I cannot see this now, but I wonder, maybe there's some members that went through some things that somehow is also affecting the dynamic of the group. So, but these things are personal. These are not like, you know, music-wise. No, these are maybe some members have experienced different things, changes in their lives that maybe others haven't. So there's this like, okay, I have to adapt that you, in this point in our career, you're not the same person, you know, something like this. But yeah, with the Age of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles, I see this is an opportunity also of you seeing probably before a comeback, you've seen much more of the guys' individual activities. You're going to see them, because while they adjust to these changes, they will do a lot of individual activities. So you will see them shine. Like if you have a bias in TheBoyz that you were like, you know, they didn't give him much screen time, this year in 2025, you're going to see a lot of screen time or a lot of projects for maybe certain members that you were like, I wish I could see him more, or I wish they could give him more to do, or more activities, or more to work with. There's going to be a lot of work, a lot of individual work. They're going to shine very much. And like I said, Ace of Pentacles, strengthening bonds. So this is all for success, guys. Even though I know that when I mention the Judgment, it sounds harsh. It sounds like, oh my God, the world is ending. What is going on with TheBoyz? No, it's all part of facing yourselves. That they are not the boys anymore. They are the men's. They are literally the men, and that, you know, it's about taking off the veil, that sort of childish fantasy that they once shared. That now they see this role, this career differently. You know, so it's about, you know, seeing the other member, the member next to you differently, and accepting them in this difference. But the Ace of Pentacles, strengthening bonds, this is very necessary for them to strengthen this bond and for them to achieve success. The Ace of Pentacles is with them. The Nine of Pentacles is with them. So there's success coming. There's success coming in 2025. They're going to accomplish a lot. Success is coming for them. They're going to be successful. Boys to men, yeah. They should have adapted that. I don't know if the original Boys to Men would have given that, but it would have been a great opportunity to do something like this, because Boys to Men, it sounds very fitting. Very fitting. Talking about other boys, let's do Boy Next Door for 2025. Boy Next Door. Very good for Boy Next Door. Very good. Wow. Okay. For Boy Next Door for 2025, 5 of Wands, Temperance, the Magician, 10 of Cups, the Chariot. Wow. And they got the 9 of Cups. Dreams come true. Could 2025 be the year of Boy Next Door? I can see it. I can see it. Also, they come from this year. They come from 2025 with a lot of challenges. Like, there's a lot of competition. You know, for Boy Next Door, it's not easy. It's not easy. Definitely, they are healing. There's something also maybe about their dynamic, that there's moments where they do get along. There's moments where there's differences. But definitely with the 5 of Wands lets me know that maybe this time, or this era of K-pop is nothing but peaceful. is not peaceful at all. They had to compete a lot. They had to be strategic about it. They had to sort of not rest and keep their the defenses up, just in case. But yeah, with the Temperance, definitely they are very optimistic people. They enter 2025 with also a very fresh attitude, of a very forgiving attitude, of like, okay, yeah, we get it. This is a competition. We get it. Like, no one has their spot saved here. Like, we have to be the best, or we have to give our best. We have to remember that, that we have to keep showing, like, pressuring ourselves to be the best, and all the time. And also, I think that with the Temperance, probably is letting go a bit of just being very ambitious, because there's something about them not being that balanced, because they pressure themselves to be very competitive, that there's moments where this sort of hurts the dynamic of the group. So probably in 2025, they will learn to relax a bit and not get that aggressive, or that, authoritarian, because they definitely feel the pressure to be one of the best, or being the best, or being recognized. But definitely with the Magician in the middle, they will have the control in 2025. They will have the control. Probably they will have the spotlight. They will adapt to whatever trend shows up in 2025, and they will show their talents, or they will be able to mesmerize and seduce the audience, new fans as well. I see them being very charismatic, just being able to, work with the camera, with the interviews, just getting more people to be interested in them. And definitely they know how to manage their resources very well. They do have a lot of resources. I see them that they have the charisma. Definitely what thank you guys. I don't know. Wait. I'll wait to see if I can. Sorry. Oh, can you hear me well, guys, now? Okay. When did I lose the sound? Until what part did you hear? After the first two cards of challenge. Wow! Oh my god! So I have been talking. Oh my. Ah, okay. Well, let's see if I remember. Let's see if I remember. Oh my, because I do miss a lot. Okay. Yeah. Well, I was saying that, when I saw about, the challenges and them also having a lot of, it's not challenges, it's just that it's a very competitive environment and definitely they know this, that they have to differentiate themselves from others and it's a tough competition. So I can see, here with the magician that definitely they do have the charisma, they do have the talent, they do have the ability, the resources also to draw attention to themselves, with the magician in the middle. I think that there could be a member, it could be a leader, or it could be a rapper, someone that is so charismatic that is able to draw attention to the group because of his charisma. But definitely the group has this very dynamic energy, that they turn everything into possibilities. Definitely I can see it. Probably this person, is very, very charismatic, very charismatic. Definitely, I can see it. I can see this person being charismatic and drawing attention to the group. Like sort of like a master of ceremonies, someone just very, but definitely the group has the support of a lot of people. They have the resources, definitely they are not broke, they have the resources, and I think that they're probably in 2025 they want to keep entertaining people, probably making people forget about certain things, not they want maybe their envies and everything and performances to be dynamic. It's like I want you to not being able to look away. And probably there's a lot of training in this. I don't know if they do have like a leader or someone that coaches them, that is like, you guys like have to keep people entertained. You cannot get the energy down. You have to always keep jumping. I don't know why I say jumping, but there's something about them keeping the energy up, 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 up. It's like you never rest. You never rest. Probably, this is why also the Five of Wands, it was sort of giving me this vibe of probably also the guys feeling very pressured to always show this energy of a very energetic and uplifting energy that sometimes is really hard to keep up. So maybe in 2025, in 2024, it has been very challenging for them to keep up this being hype all the time. But with the Temperance, probably if there's some people pressuring them to, it's like you have to be a better entertainer or you have to dance harder to this. Probably if they have like a coach or someone, this person is sort of like letting loose a bit and letting them do their thing, because it seems like they come from a place of being pressured to be always like the center of attention. And this is like their style. And probably there's some members that it's really hard for them to keep up or to keep the energy always up. It's really hard. Sometimes they can do it, sometimes they cannot. But I see that maybe if they have a leader or if they have a coach or someone or choreographer, this person is sort of letting them relax a bit, because I see that they come from a very pressured environment. People being very harsh on them, about practicing, like practice, like do better, like jump higher, like a lot of demanding energy, But yeah, the Ten of Cups and the Chariot, I think that they will welcome more people to their fandom. There's something about their attractiveness, their ability to keep the energy alive, to keep the public hooked to what they bring. I see them just getting getting the love and getting more people to love them. Definitely. I could see people of other fandoms also showing support for Boy Next Door. Definitely, I do see it. I do see the love being given to them, the support. Also, probably the people that work for them, maybe, the staff and all these people, they really love the boys, they really love them. And this is why, since there's like a great environment, except a sort of leader that is a bit, there's a leader, there's someone that a leader or a choreographer or a coach or someone that is a bit heavy, in a sense that it maybe is a bit bossy. But the rest of the people that they have around them, they really work really hard to get the guys to keep advancing in their career, and definitely I do see it. I do see that 2025 is going to be a great year for them. And then dreams come true. Maybe there's an association, there's a possibility of them, collaborating with someone, or just, creating something, or winning an award, or winning a possibility to be seen by much more people, with being seen by being seen more, being exposed a bit more, people talking more about them, getting more praises. and I see more people, more fans coming their way. So definitely the part of them being like really entertainers, I think that is paying off. Definitely, it's paying off. It's paying off because this is why this person keeps pushing them, because it's like you have to keep the energy up all the time. But yeah, very hardworking guys, very hardworking. It's just that, yeah, it must be really hard, just like when I read for the other group, to differentiate themselves is challenging. It's challenging, so they have to give it their all. I wish I could say that their leader is sort of exaggerating, but when they get very specific about certain things, they are sort of right, because people are getting bored every now. Like people, their attention span is getting shorter. So, they have to keep the audience entertained. They have to bring something different. Okay, I'm going to continue with GOT7. Is GOT7 having a world tour? Because they got the world card, so I'm like, this literally is world, is the world. We start with the Hangman, the Sun, King of Pentacles, we have the Justice, and we have the Page of Cups. Good, very good cards for GOT7, very good cards. And we have the world card that is says Embrace. So definitely I see a lot of traveling, them expanding their influence, their work. Yeah, definitely starting with the Hangman and the Sun, there's this feeling of like finally the pause, the sort of break that they took, maybe because of the enlistment, of course, finally it's over, and they are showing up, all happy, all bright, all, beautiful, and having fun, and being their acting like children. I don't know why. When I see the Sun, I get, this very child vibe, like children. The King of Pentacles definitely lets me know that this could be JB, this could be the leader, sort of like, being in charge of bringing this stability to the group. Or I think that if this is JB, he's still working on something that it has to do with the rights of the group, because we have the Justice. So I see that there's justice coming for GOT7. And I think that it has to do with money, or it has to do with some earnings, or him, studying something that has to do with the group getting. I think that there's something that they need order. I don't know why, like order, or maybe they need to look more into the numbers, or they need to get more organized. And I think that if this is like the leader, it gives me earth sign vibes, someone very serious, that is like this, like, okay, it could be him thinking about the comeback and thinking about like a new choreography, but at the same time thinking about business as well. So yeah, it's like, okay, We want everything to be perfect, to be professional, to be fair, to be fancy. You know, there's something about him also, you know, investing, being like, okay, we want the group to have a good image, quality, abundance, you know. So yeah, they are talking numbers, definitely. They are doing the they are counting things. Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. But they love the fans so much that they want the fans to have the best of the best experience. Definitely. But they're so eager to go out and perform. It's like going back to play, I would say. Um, yeah, and also getting the justice on their side, which is very important. I don't know if they have something pendant, but there's something about, you know, them. There's still some papers, or maybe there's something that they want. They need approval of this, and they're going to get it. Also, would it be that because there's one member, right, that hasn't enlisted yet? Because I see someone at the end. Could this be that at the end of 2025 there's going to be one that is going to enlist? Because I see them sort of rushing the processes or arranging these. I don't know why they insist. I have this word in my mind that is like, let's keep things organized. Like, let's give to each activity a day or an hour, because they want to reach as many people as possible. You know, they are like, okay, the moment is now. We have to make the best out of the time that we have. I don't see them that they are in a rush, but definitely there could be someone enlisting. There could be someone enlisting. So everything is being prepared, you know, very precisely. It has to be. This page, I know that the magnet hasn't enlisted yet, right? But I don't know why, because it's the page of cups, and I believe he's a Scorpio, so I'm thinking about him, but also with the justice. And I put an extra card and I got the 10 of Wands. Could it be that he has some health issues that actually is a kind of impediment that he will have to? I don't know if it's to enlist, but you know, since he has the justice next to him, I wonder if he's waiting for some news or if he's waiting for something, because I think that if he enlists, it's really difficult for him to do certain things. So I wonder if he's waiting for, I don't want to say an exemption, because I don't know, that depends on the justice, but there's something about him. It's not that easy for him to get like, okay, yeah, you will go. No, I think that, does anyone know if he has like some impediment or if he has some kind of, you know, health condition that is chronic? But what about the magnet? Ah. Because I'm thinking of the magnet. Of, I never remember his name. Sorry, guys. His name, the GOT7 magnet, his name, and Twice member name, both of them choose is so difficult for me. But I'm thinking about him. No, not Jun Jae, the other one. Yeah, Jeom. Yeah, him, the one that is JK's friend. He's still reviewing this. It's not going to be easy. The 97 line. Yeah, it's not going to be easy. He has something. He has an impediment. I don't know if it must be physical. Maybe it's physical because I see him open to serve. I see him open to go. It's just that I think that there's something that he's waiting. No, Jinjiang, no. Jinjiang is back already. Jinjiang is back already. No, it's the magnet. I got 7 magnet. But yeah, I think that there could be something about him. If he's enlisting, I think that he wants to go, but maybe there's something that it is still, the justice is still reviewing this. But he wants to go. Because I feel that for him it's like, okay, I want to go already. Like for him, the more time he passes is worse. He's like, I want to go now. But yeah, a great year for them as a group. Okay, I'm going to continue with treasure. Pretty interesting for treasure. Did something happen with treasure? The tower, Queen of Wands, 4 of Swords, Page of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. Do they also have like a new CEO, a female CEO or something like this? Because we have, I have a queen here. I'm looking at her. I'm like, Eight of Pentacles from the other deck, they got the card of dedicated effort. So yes, put in a lot of dedication, but I don't see them just like releasing something new now, like in the first months of 2025. I think that they are working on something bigger. This is why we have the Eight of Pentacles. Like, it's going to take a while because it has a lot of details. But why do I have the Four of Swords in the middle? Because for me it's the hiatus card. So I wonder, I see a stop. Like I see like a stop of activities for a while and then they return with something new. But I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's YG, so I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. But I wonder what is this? The Tower and the Queen of Wands. What is going on with this person, with this woman, and why she brings the Tower with her? What happened? Like what's going on with this woman? Is any treasure member in some kind of dating rumor or something like this? Because they started strong with this Tower in here. And it has to do with the woman. She brings destruction with her. So I'm like, I mean, this person could be a new CEO. Because she brings the change. Probably this is like a new manager. This person is like, let's demolish everything that you had been building or that you had established. I'm tearing everything down to the ground. Like she's bringing chaos because she's like, we're going to do things differently this year in 2025. We are breaking everything. Like we are not going to do the things the same. It's a new era. And I need you guys to mentally prepare because we have the Four of Swords in the middle. So I think that she's like, you guys are going on vacation. First thing in the agenda, you guys are taking a break. And then I see practice, a lot of practice. Then I see practice. I see something new. A bigger goal. But probably they're going to be put to practice. And also because there's something about, with dedicated effort, if this is like a new boss, if this is like a new CEO, this woman, she's very perfectionist. So she's like, she wants a dedicated effort. So she's going to get them to rehearsal hours and hours and hours and hours. But the guys are going to be okay. I mean, I don't see them suffering. Actually, I see them very much focused on what they have to do. They are looking forward to what's ahead, to what's in the future in 2025. But it's going to be slow for people to see the results. It's slow. But it's going to be a good change. I like it. But yeah, it's a YG group. So yeah, it probably is going to take a year for them to release something. But yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. But yeah. Yeah, also Asahi could represent that queen of wands, Akira. He's a Leo, I believe. He could represent this queen of wands. You know, like a new leader, a new management. But I think that probably if this is Kim, what he wants the most is for the group to not freak out because of the changes. Because he's like, yeah, I understand there's going to be changes, but they oh no, oh my God. They don't let that poor woman alone. My God, I didn't know that. Wow. Yes. And wait till you hear my TXT reading, Yashoda. I also seen a woman. So I don't know if it's the same one that is infiltrating all the companies, but it's there. It's there. I swear. It's there. So, yeah. Okay, guys. The last one that I'm going to read for today is Twice. And then I'm going to go. Okay. For Twice for 2025. They're tired, the girls. I'm also tired, but from the cards that I see here, the girls are tired. Not exhausted. Not exhausted. Let's not, confuse. But I think that the girls are like, it's been a long journey. It's been a long journey for them. Probably 2025 is going to be a year of, then continuing working because I see celebration in here. I see it, but also taking a bit of time off for personal things. Oh, definitely. The Lovers, the Moon, Four of Wands, the World, and Five of Cups. And then they got the Judgment, that here the keyword is blossom. So it's just that I think that it's not about the group dynamic. It's just that I think that this is just like, remember that TheBoyz also, they got the Judgment in the middle, and I talked about this, how when you are part of a large group, even if you are not that many, you can be a group of 5 people and still have the same issues. But when you grew up with these people, you start being a child. You start as a child. We know that they have debuted, some of them very young, spent their whole 20s, working non-stop. And there's also some, individual circumstances. You grow separately, you have different experiences, And in here, definitely, I think that the girls go through different things. It's just that they don't talk about it. They don't share this with the people because you are not supposed to know this, because it's going to spoil, the festivity or the happy vibes of them being on a concert or them being, celebrating anniversaries, birthdays. But definitely, things. There could be a moment where they can go through personal losses, or just maybe even having the time to mourn something that I think that the girls have lost a lot of vital experiences as people because of pain, and definitely this is catching up on them. Yeah, with the lovers and the moon, I think that there's there's duality in Twice. There's people that they love and are very devoted to what they do, and then there's people that maybe they are focusing, or they are sort of starting to doubt certain things, or maybe their passion is changing, and maybe it's not that the group is not a priority. It's just that they have other priorities, or they have other views, or they have other passions. So there's differences. There's differences in how they see fame. There's people that probably they don't want to do more interviews or things, or just being on camera. I think that you could start seeing some people getting a bit much more mysterious and just not wanting to participate in content. They're like, can we not do this again? I want to go home, or I want to go and spend time with my family. Or there's just people that they just want to be alone. If they live alone, it's like, can I go home? I cannot do this anymore. There's people that definitely see like they have a split personality between what they show to the camera and who they are when the cameras are off. So probably you could start seeing, them being a bit like different. But because usually Twice gets a lot of pentacles, a lot of hard work, a lot of effort, them showing up to work. But in here, I think that they could go through, maybe start the year focusing more in their private lives, and go through different and separated experiences. This is why it seems like they live, like, of course, because they are individuals, their experiences are totally different. We have the lovers for one, we have the moon for other people. There's people that are still dealing with some kind of phobia, or some kind of, maybe mental health issues. So there's others that also are a bit, like, should I continue my relationship, or shouldn't I continue my relationship? Should I keep doing this? Should I pursue the other thing? There's duality in 2025 for them as person, as people. But in the middle, we have the Four of Wands. So there's this feeling that when it comes to the group, there's always going to be a celebration. There's always going to be unity. I think that for Twice as a group, you're going to see always a party, a celebration. Whether it's a concert, it's a reunion, always them cheering, them being happy, them being, playful, them being together. But maybe as people, as just regular women, they will go through their experiences. And probably this is going to take more than a year for them to maybe be focused more on their pendant issues, personal issues. We have the 5, we have the World card. So there's some things in their lives that are coming to an end, or are closing a cycle. So maybe them saying goodbye to certain people. This doesn't have anything to do with the group, but definitely is sort of molding their perception about life, and how they live fame, or how they experience fame. With the Four of Wands in the middle, I think that when it comes to their career is untouchable. Like their career is untouchable. Actually, you know, when it comes to twice, there's always a possibility for them to reunite and to celebrate. Always. They had built unity for them. You know, they had built this community for them. Where well, everything. I think that twice is like this group that when they get together, it's always a celebration. They always celebrate each other. But maybe individually for them it's going to be challenging. For some of them it's all going to be about decision making. For some of them is more addressing about like, okay, how am I living my life? Am I happy? Am I satisfied? Why am I not seeing about myself? You know, there's others that they need to cut certain connections, or if they cut connections already, they need to mourn these connections. So yeah, it's very personal, but yeah, with the Judgment, definitely there's some changes, there's some wake-up calls for them as people, you know, not so much as artists. As artists, they will continue to do amazing, and you will see them shine on stage. But yeah, as individuals, it's going to be a very heavy year. Also probably, you know, opening up more to the fans once this is over, because if they are going through this, there's something about them not revealing what they're going through or who is going through what. You know, there's something about them being very professional in this sense. This is why in the middle of the reading you have the Four of Wands, because there's something about like, you know, the fans don't need to know anything except that we reunite, that we have fun, and that we have a great time on stage. That's all they need to know about us, you know. And the rest is personal experiences, you know, like doubts, fears, confusion, that we all go through this, guys. We all go through this. But yeah, it will not affect the group identity. It's just that it's maybe some of them feeling a bit much more sensitive. Yeah. Because for a group to have the Four Wands in the middle, after everything that they had worked for, it means that they know how to separate the personal circumstances from the energy and the passion and the unity that they show when they are on a stage. For them, going into a stage is like a ritual. It's like okay, this is the energy that we're bringing. Everything else is left outside the door. So this is how you see how powerful they are. Because after all this year, if in the middle of a reading you are having a Four of Wands, is because you understood everything as a performer. You understood that while you are on stage, while you are performing, you are supposed to gather that vital energy, that vitality. You cannot lose the vitality, the joy, the stability of being a performer. Yeah, I don't know about solo debuts. Yeah, sure. I didn't see anyone standing out in particular. I wish I could have seen someone, but I didn't see. But no, as idols, they're not tired. They're probably tired about their lives. Their personal lives probably are a bit chaotic. So they feel pressured, you know, maybe they have to make certain decisions, or, you know, and they don't have the time, or they're always busy. So it seems like, you know, it's a lot. Yeah. Yeah, thank God they're not suffering. They don't have any kind of cards that show that they are burnt out. or that they are worried or depressed, or no. It's just that there's this cloud. You know, when you are like, okay, what do I do now? You know, the indecision that you have to choose something, and you're like, but will I make it? What if I don't have time? You know, I don't know, maybe it could be studying, maybe it could be doing something that it takes a lot of hours or years of their time. So they are reviewing the possibilities, you know, because it's like once they signed or they say, okay, I will do it, is a commitment, you know, and maybe with their schedule, sometimes it's really hard to commit to do something for so many years and being good at it. They don't want to fail. And probably some relationships also are a bit there. Maybe some of them are going to end their cycle. I wasn't able to see who, but maybe. Yeah, there's something about there, yeah. It's like I didn't break up already because I don't have the time. but once I have the time in 2025, I'm going to put it in my agenda so I don't forget. We're going to break up. Yeah, but also it's very interesting because you know when I read for TheBoyz, they got the card of the judgment, you know, and in this sense that I got for twice, I got from the other deck, I got the same card, the judgment, and in there the keyword says blossom. That is basically it's not like that strong as saying the judgment, the card of the judgment, but like I said, for TheBoyz the same. Every awkward conversation, interaction, you know, realization that they have in 2025 is all to blossom. Is all to wake up differently. Is all to pay attention to that awakening in themselves. It's like a truth about yourself that you cannot deny. And that truth is about, I don't know, maybe you want to change, maybe you need things to change, maybe there's something that you want, maybe you need to speak up, maybe you want things differently, and that's also valid, you know, because, you know, they're people, and they are very different, and they are a lot. So, you know, to have the keyword of blossom is like at the end you're going to be okay, but this needs to be addressed. You cannot escape it another year. It has to be in 2025. Let yourself blossom. Akira, did you tell your mom? I don't know if she watched it. Did she watch Cien Años de Soledad? That is is on Netflix. 100 Years of Solitude. When I was watching it, I thought about her because you said that she likes, you know, that very long kind of telenovela. It's not a telenovela, but it's It's based on the book of Gabriel Garcia Marquez. It's really good. Yes, you tell her, like, there's 8 episodes available. That is like the first part. But it has a lot of content, so she's going to be entertained by watching just at least the first part. It's really good. I remember I read the book when I was a teenager. I don't remember much, like it's been a while, but I did like the Netflix series. I did like it. So, Gabriel Garcia Marquez, yes, 100 Years of Solitude. Is part 1 is available on Netflix. I did like it. Yeah, when I was watching it, I was like, she has to watch it. I love that the kind of telenovelas or dramas that are like kind of like colonial, like colonial or that part of history. Of Gabriel Garcia Marquez, my favorite book is Of Love and Other Demons. I think that's the right translation in English. Momo had to apologize for saying she doesn't like Chirap. Gigi had comments too, but Gigi doesn't care, Momo does. If it's like 50 episodes, 1 hour each, she would watch them in day. She breaks down watching things. Wow. Did you tell her? Did you tell her to watch the double, the Chinese drama, Akira? That has a lot of episodes and it's really entertaining. Tell her to watch the double. La doble. It's also on Netflix. It's on Netflix. And the visual is really good. It's really good. It's really good. It's about revenge. You know that we Latin people, we love we love things about revenge. So yes, Of Love and Other Demons. That one, Yashoda. Tiny book, but so great. Yes, I liked it. I don't know why, when I read it, I sort of imagined the girl. The girl with the red hair, the long red hair, the mother, the atmosphere, the dog that bites her, everything. I remember when I read that book, I think I saw a movie of that, but it wasn't like what I envisioned in my mind. Oh, hello, hola, not hello. But yes, the double is great. It's a revenge. I love the double, la doble. Y 100 años de soledad, really good. Oh, but didn't you? But on YouTube, I don't know if they have Spanish subtitles, because usually there's some C-dramas that they're on YouTube. Oh yes, her hair and nails keep growing after her death. Oh my. It wasn't on YouTube. Oh. But yeah, the double, it has like 40 episodes of 1 hour-ish. So she's going to be super entertaining, Akira. And it's really good because there's a lot of characters. So, and visually it's very stunning, you know, like typical like the Chinese. That is really good. It's not like fantastical, like fantasy. No, it's really good. She's going to like it. Today is your brother's birthday. Yeah, guys, we are a few days away from Christmas. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Oh, that's great. Birthday season is over for my family now. He's blessed because actually his birthday is a bit far away from Christmas, you know. In my case, since it's very close to, I don't know how people say it in English, but we call it Reyes Magos, like the celebration of Reyes Magos. Because I have my birthday on January, like everyone gives me a present for that, and they don't give me for my birthday because they are like, oh, we are broke because of Christmas season. But what does it have to do with me? Christmas season, like my birthday is on January. Is the part of being a Capricorn. We don't get many presents. You mean the Wednesday? I don't know. I don't think so. Because I don't know if someone will be there on Wednesday. Because it's Christmas, guys. Maybe if we could get together just to chat, so we can like have like a celebration, like cheers on camera. You guys can bring your drinks. Maybe to celebrate, and I know that's not supposed to do this, but you know, we can do tarot, and I don't drink wine, but I can bring beer, you know, and we can do some dynamics, you know, just not asking for someone in specific, but some fun readings, and you know, some readings that we can come up the people that we are in the moment. I don't know if you guys feel like it would be fun. You know that usually I don't mix alcohol with tarot, but you know, 1 glass of beer is not going to get me drunk, so I can read with that. Also, I have my colleagues, my tarot reader colleagues, that they do readings in parties, and they drink themselves, and they're like, you know, it's okay. So they're like, you should loosen up a bit and just, you know, pull cards while drinking a glass of beer, of alcohol, or whatever you have available. So I was like, yeah, I have to break the mold. I have to break the mold, you know, I have to break that very rigid belief. Ah, okay. People and their biases, that'd be fun. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, we should do that, Yashoda. People and their biases. But I will have to put the restrictions in the comments, only subscribers. My friend's baby was born on the 50th, my mom's birthday, and she got so excited to have a birthday twin while I was born. He came 20 days early. He was due on the 25th. Oh. Well, you know, I was supposed to be an Aries. I was supposed to be born at March the 29th, and I was born a premature on January the 15th. So I think that I got here very early. I got here very early, very early. Not just early. I got like not just Capricorn enough. Like the destiny was like, you're going to be a Capricorn sun, a Capricorn rising, and the worst of all, you're going to be a moon in Scorpio. No. I need like, if we would turn on cameras, I need like. Does reading cards ever get draining because you're trying to understand other energies, like someone negative? Yeah, I don't think that usually, you know what's draining that I had discovered is to do face-to-face readings, you know, with the person present. I do get very tired when I read for people like one after the other. I had attended also like birthdays or celebrations, parties, and I had done, and not even, you know, there was a time where I just would read an oracle, not pull tarot cards, not like an entire spread. It was more like pull a card and I'm going to give you the message. And I got very exhausted, and the headache, like I swear I couldn't even open my eyes. And I had, I believe I pulled cards for 20 people, but out of those 20, I think that 2 of them they had the worst attitude. And I think that it's because of them that I got so drained all of a sudden, like here, like, you know, my third eye chakra would hurt, like I wouldn't, like, I don't know, I just started to have fever because these people just wouldn't be able to receive the message because they didn't know how to listen. They were so desperate to talk about themselves or to just, you know, try to maybe questioning me, you know, like, no, like this is not what is going on, like, and they wouldn't even let me finish, you know, they wouldn't even let me read the entire message or, you know, just say what I want to say, because this is an interpretation. You have to be able to listen. Then you can be like, oh no, you got this wrong, or no, this is not how you see it. But it's a lot of effort from us, for the person that channels the message or interprets the cards, you know, it's an energetic effort. But sometimes you do have people that they are in denial. And the tarot or the oracle, sometimes they do bring certain answers, certain keywords. There's a card, for example, there's cards that always appear, they appear twice, or it doesn't matter how you shuffle, it always appears the same. There's different circumstances where, you know, it's like the cards are like, tell them this, because they need to know this. And they probably are like, no, but you know, I'm tired, I always get the same message, and I want to know if I can get some, you know, there's people that always ask, like, when will I meet the one, or when will I get a partner, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, and sometimes they get the hermit, all the time. They get the hermit, and I don't see someone, and this is not because I'm like, oh, you will be single forever, but definitely the cards are like, you're not ready for a relationship, because you do have to work on yourself first. And I know people that they get this message and then they go to another tarot reader and they go to another person, so one of them can sell them the fantasy of like, yeah, you're going to meet your soulmate. This person is going to be brown-eyed, is going to be tall, is going to be beautiful, is going to be, you know, the man, the woman of your dreams. And then, you know, they get with all these details. They are like, oh, And sometimes the cards don't show a person. Don't show a person. Even to me, it has happened, guys. So I know it's frustrating sometimes when you ask, when you want to know. But if it's not your moment, or maybe you can meet them physically, see someone that you're like, oh, there's a new person that appeared in my life. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that that person is for you. It can just be, someone that just appeared in your life to be a co-worker, and that's it. Not romantic. I was supposed to be born October 21st to November 14th, but October 20th, I got drained listening to negative things. Yeah, me too. I know. But Scorpio Rising got me anyways. By the way, really sorry, but he's so cute. Yeah, the Scorpio Rising got you anyway, Dania. They were like, you are not going to. Actually, there's a lot of Libra people that have more Scorpio influence than the Scorpio people themselves. This time I got a reading, I got something that didn't match the Cancer guy I told you. Oh, yeah, sometimes they do appear. I got the Five of Pentacles reversed. But that's not that bad, Akira. The Five of Pentacles reversed is like, yeah, there could be some lacking, something that is not fulfilled. But if it's reversed, it means that, there could be a way of you getting out of that poverty of like, oh, there's nothing to do here. Actually, the Five of Pentacles is like, you could get out of this, maybe this sense of, this is not good enough, I'm not good enough, or this person is not good enough. Maybe if you see it from another perspective, there's possibility. But you have to pull another card to clarify. I'm sorry that you had to face those kind of. No, but I think that happens to all of us because, I'm used to, because I had always worked with people. Like, I had been a salesperson all my life, a counselor. So, it's just that in counseling you do have to listen more than to respond. So it's more accepting. It's a place of like, whatever you say to me, is welcomed, is your moment, is your space. But in tarot reading is different because you know that first you have to listen to what I have to say. Then you can interpret this or give me a feedback and be like, no, this is not. But even if you say like, no, this is not, then it means that you don't have the ability to take an interpretation. Because like I always tell people that get my readings, like my personal readings. Sometimes I see things in the cards that maybe the moment now that you are listening to this, it doesn't make any sense. But a few months, maybe a few weeks, maybe a few days later, you're going to start seeing certain things moving. And maybe then you're going to be like, oh, she told me this. And now I believe that it's happening, or not, or it's happened differently, I don't know. But I think that people doesn't have the ability to listen, to take an interpretation. Because for you to be able to take a tarot reading, to listen to a tarot reading, you have to be able to listen. You have to have the ability to listen. And be like, okay, let me hear this interpretation that this random lady on the internet is saying. Whatever. And then you move on. Then you move on with your life. You don't have it in here like, oh no, because you said and this didn't come true. You move on. You move on. You let the energies work. You have to go out and live life. You cannot be dependent on what the card said. Oh no, because this is why I noticed that also tarot reading, it forms a sort of addiction for certain people, because you see that there's certain people that they are supporters of certain people or groups, and they go through channels and different channels of tarot readers, and they ask the same question. And it's like, and you see it because they are like comparing and contrasting. They're like, oh, the tarot reader said, on the other channel they said this, and now you said this, that it sounds like what they said. But we are different people. Like, I don't know. Like, why are you, why are you collecting, like, like just, it's, I don't know. Oh, okay. Okay. I see you, Seokhyun and Kim Chi-hoon. Don't these people sleep? Yeah, also with Luke Newton, this Bridgerton couple, that I like them. Honestly, I like to read for them. But you know my policy, guys. If it has to pass at least 3 months for me to do an update of these co-stars, of these people that are like entertainers together. It has to pass at least 3 months. 3 months. Because I don't know. I'm not the kind of reader that I'm going to take advantage of, the audience that, probably it's been years since they worked together in a project and people are still shipping them. I always tell you, if in the first, okay, they work together, if in the first year and a half, nothing has been confirmed about this couple, it doesn't matter what I read, I will stop reading. Bring me something new. Bring me a new couple. But don't keep bringing me this couple that work together in a 2020, like, I don't care their chemistry or what you saw. If in all these years you haven't had an update or something like a proof that they are dating or that they are really into each other, then let's move on. But I'm not going to be the kind of reader that is going to, like, oh yeah, like, I know I read for them last week, but let's do this all over. Let's see if their energy is changing. Their energies have changed. No, guys. No. If I read for them and you haven't seen like a confirmation or that something happened or they are starting to see other people, don't you think that that's a sign that maybe there's nothing going on in there? No. Kali is taking a nap. I have to go check on her. Because she's a machine of chaos. She chews on everything. She sees a cable, she sees a piece of something, she eats it. Like she's a menace. Oh my God, her energy. Terry said, thank you to be seen instead of yes. Oh, I love Terry. Yeah, Jerry and Kali, oh my, they are in that era. Oh my, Negrita is so done with her. I swear Negrita is tired. She looks at her, you know, she's like, oh my God, why did you bring that thing? She's tired. She's like, I'm too old for this. Oh. Now she understands what Luna went through when she was a baby and she was also wilding. Jerry bit Tommy's tail and Tommy is such a hit. Yeah, they say it's good that they have like an older cat that it teaches them also like what not to do, like because we can be like we as human we can be like don't do that, you know, like, but if they have their same kind sort of like telling them like, you know, don't do that, or just even fighting, to show them, you know, who is the ruler of the house, especially that there's hierarchy. No, I don't know. I'm still waiting for my, because this girl, the neighbor that had her, is like my other neighborhood talks with her, talks to her. So it's like I talk to him, so she talks to him, because my neighbor is an older man, and he's my friend, my dad's friend. So, you know, he was the one that he was like, you know, this girl next to me, like next to my house, she has a cat, you know, that had, you know, appeared with babies. So I'm waiting for him to ask her. I told him the other day, can you please ask her if she remembers what day the babies were born, or what day she saw, if she saw the cat giving birth, you know, if she remembers around what time. But but yeah, they still have to confirm to me. If she's a Libra, you're just missing the Gemini. Okay, guys, I'm going to go. Yeah, I like numerology. I don't know much. I'm not an expert. I don't know much, but I heard something about numerology, especially because when I started learning tarot, we have not the Rider White system. I had to learn to read with the Marseillais. I don't know how you say it, guys, in English. Tarot Marseillaise. We call it Marseillaise. I think that in English, I don't know if it's Marseille. I don't know how you say it. But it's like it's a tarot deck that is the oldest, and it consists of all the ones. You don't have the picture of people. You don't have scenarios. You just have, I don't know, the Ace of Wands is one wand. You have the Two of Wands is two wands. It's the image of two wands, and it's just that. So you do have to, in order to associate the cards and the meaning, you do have to learn numerology, to know a bit about numerology, and also about the elements. of the suit. It's very interesting. Yes, I believe they do, Yeshoda. I believe they do. Yes, I did watch it, Akira. I was like, oh my God. Couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. So crazy. So crazy. So crazy. Okay, guys. I'm going to go. It had to be a Sagittarius. It had to be a Sagittarius. The way they exaggerate things, oh my God. Every time there's something going on with someone claiming that they have certain knowledge, I'm like, there has to be a Sagittarius placement in there. Yeah, I have been here for 3 hours, guys. I have to go. But yeah, guys, I will create a post on the community post. Marilicot is a Gemini. Oh my, wow. To do a poll, if you guys are up to, we can do a fun, just to chill, live stream, you know, where each one of us, we bring our glasses, you at your houses, you bring your glasses, we cheer for Christmas, for everything that we went through. It doesn't matter your beliefs or your religion, you know, we just, if you have the time, we just, you know, we cheer, and then, you know, we can do some tarot readings. I will bring the tarot, I will do my best, and we can do some, you know, some fun, I don't know, you guys can come up with a question, with a random question for you, your bias, and we can do this. We can do this very fun and just hanging out. If you like, if you want, guys, if you have the time, if you're available, and if you guys are going to be busy and you will not make it, you let me know, guys, so I don't I don't put the live stream and then no one shows up. So yeah, but yeah, I will try my best. The 25th. When is it? The 25th. Is it Wednesday? The 25th? Wednesday. Okay. Yeah. I will create a post and then you guys let me know if you can make it, okay? Okay. So then get your beverage ready for the Wednesday. Okay, guys. I'll see you then. Bye.